Evening people, let's just get straight into this, shall we? So we're a little bit late to the game, or they're a little bit early, but they are doing a lap of honour in honour of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, buried today. So they're just doing a quick lap of honour here. I'll get back to the rest of it. Oh, that doesn't help. Later on. So you can see the drivers are going around in formation pairs. So this is a new series tonight. It is the DMK-DK 10 team endurance event. So you can see teams of drivers in the pairs of cars. Oh, all got a Dark Smoker logo on it. Well done, lads. So we've got Aston Martin at the front in, look at those. Beautiful looking bits of kit. The Aston Martin's up front then, just leading us round on this lap of honour. Again, as I chop and change through these drivers, it might take us all over the grid. Let's drop to 10th place Aldo, who's just behind. So Team Porsche, Aldo and Old Crawler. And then who's behind you? D Keen Lees, where are you? 8th. Oh, apologies, the front two are Jags. These are the Astons. Followed right behind by the pair of Mercedes. Somewhere in there. Oh no, I've gone too far. Mercedes looking good. Got Cutler in the house as well. Driving for Team Lamborghini. One pop. So you may recognise a few of these names from the mini league. This is almost a standing league while the minis aren't racing really. Great big Doritos logo down the side. And then we've got, where are you? The Hyundais rolling around at the back. They put the hammer down now, but that is just a tribute lap to Her Madge. Well done, boys. So I'm sure they'll stop this lobby, reset, and then we'll get this race underway. While they're doing that, what do I need to do? I need to do that, is what I need to do. So it is the TDK Team Endurance League tonight. I forgot I was doing this one. I had this one confused with the DDR League that's running in October, but here we are nonetheless. So yes, it's well, it's going to be 8:30 when they kick qualif off any other week, but obviously we've had that lap of honour, so that's not going to it's going to push us back a little bit. No scores, obviously, being as it's first round of the season, so nothing to show you there. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. If you want any of that, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. I'll get straight back into it. So they are having a 10-minute quali as soon as the lobby gets reset. Let me see if I can just where's this now? In there. Okay, yeah. Oh, it won't let me do it yet. have a look at room settings when it gives me the option. Come on. Come on, PlayStation. Mr. Scales, evening, brother. Aha, oh, okay, what are you doing? Right, okay. So, what have we got? We've got grid start with false check, slipstream strength real, mechanical damage light, so that does mean it repairs itself on the way round. Tyre wear times 5, fuel depletion times 4. Not really a lot. Well, we got limits on tyres. Racing softs to racing hards. And looks like most of the driver aids are all turned off as well. So, right, qualifying underway now then. DK10 lobby host, league owner. Hattalad, evening brother. Have I just seen you on track somewhere? Where are you? Are you not racing? I thought you were racing. No, obviously not. Just in the chat then. So yeah, livery's looking good tonight. We will be checking the cars to make sure they've all got a little dark smoker logo on somewhere. Not seen one on the Porsche yet. Swines. Cutler's got one. Sorry, that's off skis. Rear quarter. Mercedes looking awesome here. Not sure who's done the liveries, but yeah, they're looking good. So yeah, some new drivers in this one. Again, this is the league that we're running while the minis are off. A DK10 special, this one. Gwydion. Interesting name. Why aren't you changing player? D. Keenley's then. Just see him putting it the wrong way on track. So let's go and have a look. Just coming round to... No, they're not. Where are you? Here we go. Just coming around to start these hot laps now then. So it's Jainio out front in the Jag. Ooh, a little bit wide through there. Give you a slightly better look at the track. Well-known track, Nurburgring GP. A lot of drivers will have raced it, and especially in the GR3s. Down the hill then towards the hairpin. You may see one or two drivers go for a move up the inside here. Can be tricky. Got to get the exit right. Oh, just like that. Jainio runs it into the sand. Tries to carry as much power as possible. Got to cut as much of those curbs as possible as well on the way through there. Using as much track as possible here, Jainio. That's going to take me a couple of goes to get right. Guarantee you get called Janunio or something at some point. Through this back part of the track, then up this long straight, hard on the brakes into the chicane at the top of the hill. Again, a lot of opportunities for positions through there. You've got to get that chicane right. Don't know whether penalties are going to be on in-game, but if they are, that's going to... Oh, there you go. Yeah, picks a penalty up. So they're on in qualifying as well. Alright, so it is a 1:57.3 then from Jainio, but he's just been pipped by Aldo. He's gone and put himself in a 1:57.1. Again, it is only a 10-minute quali, so it's only 3 laps possibly they're going to see. Is it? Oh, What am I talking about? Talking nonsense. So most drivers across the line. Aldo's held on to top spot for the minute. I think we've got 3 drivers left to cross the line. Couple still around the backside of the track. Hatterlad sticks in a 1:55.6 in the Mercedes. Excuse me. He is in the room. Why couldn't I see you earlier? That's bizarre. .55.6 then to beat Aldo. That's 1.5 seconds quicker than Aldo's time. 1:57.1. Janio still third, harassing his teammate DDR Jonesy up the inside. There shouldn't be battles between teammates. Maybe the last couple of rounds of the season or the very last couple of laps, maybe. So I don't know if there's any communication between the team drivers while they're going around, or whether it's just one big group chat that they're in. Waldy in 4th then in the Hyundai. Again, chasing his teammate up the track at the minute. Old crawler for Team Porsche, just getting in a fresh set of boots, sitting in 5th. He's got a 1:59.5, sorry, for his fastest. Well, that pushes him down. A couple of other drivers just come across the line, so it is still Hatterlad on pole. Jainio's closed the gap though. He's got it down to 1:55.8.2 back from Hatterlad's fastest. Aldo then third now, 1.2 seconds back from Jainio. Waldy's still 4th. DMK-DK 10 in 5th. Currently 1:58.8 for him. 7 minutes into quali. Only a 10-minute qualifying session, so 2 laps. They're going to get in now. Gwydion 6, 1:58.8. Old crawler pushed down to 7th on that 1:59.5, but he is out on a fresh set of softs. See if he can make those work. Cutler in 8th in the Lamborghini on the mediums. Lambo does have a tendency to try and kill people. Dracul Fury, 1:59.9. He's currently out on mediums. He's just coming in the pit, so he might be chopping in for a set of softs. Number 1 Pops in 10th on a 2:minute.0. Offski's 11th, 2:02.9. D. Keenley's, he's on a 2:07.9. That's his fastest. DDR Jonesy, going through the chicane. He's 13th with a 2:15.3 at the minute. He's got a little half-second penalty to lose as well. If he crosses the line with that, it won't count. So 1:59.9. Pushes number 1 Pops down to 11th. Offski's now 12th. D. Keenley's 13th, and D. Dot at the back at the minute in the Lambo. So D-Dot and Cutler, 2 rivals in the minis, have teamed up for this one. And it does go quicker then, a 1:55.9 for D-Dot. Chucks himself into 3rd. Hatterlad's in the pits. He's looking for a fresh set of boots, bit of wear on his softs. Janio trying to close that gap. Retake pole. Excuse me. Still plenty of life left in those tyres for D-Dot. Waldy still 4th, so he's gone a little bit quicker as well, at 1:56.9, so he's managed to hold on to that 4th. Aldo 5th, 1:57.2. DK10 in 6th with a 1:58.8. Gwydion 7th, 1:58.8 as well, just 12 thousandths back from DK10. Old crawler parked up, looks like he's content with his laps, 1:59.5. Cutler, fresh set of softs on. Oh, it's an outlap. Oh, he's not going to make it round. He's going to have to settle for 9th, I think. So this is an outlap, so we won't be able to get a hot lap in. And that should be qualifying over. Just a 10-minute blast round here. Dracul Fury is sitting in 10th. DDR Jonesy in 11th. Off skis 12th. D Keenley's 13th. Number 1 Pops 14th. Again, some of these drivers might be able to better their positions, while we have only just crossed that 10-minute threshold, so they should get to finish any laps they're on. So we'll see whether positions change before the actual race start. Qualifying over. Off skis goes quicker. 1:56.6, chucks himself into 4th. He'd be happy with that. Anybody else? Anybody else? J Neo goes quicker. 1:55.6, plops himself back onto pole position. Puts Hattelad into 2nd then. D-Dot 3rd. Off skis with that 4th right at the end. Waldy now 5th. So they won't quite look right because drivers have chucked themselves in the pits. DK10 will be 6th. Gwydion will be 7th. Old Crawler will be 8th. Dracul Fury is in... oh, I see. Positions changed again. Oh, you swines. That's the problem. Try and read out the grid order and they all chuck themselves back in and out of the pits. Positions chop and change again. I can't keep up. A view from Hattelad's cockpit. There's cars and cones everywhere. Most drivers just getting through that first time in checkpoint. So it is Janio on pole. Hattelad 2nd. D-Dot comes screaming through for 3rd. Oski's 4th. Waldy 5th. Aldo 6th. Dracul Fury 7th. DK10 8th. Gwydion 9th. Is he? Old Crawler 10th, Cutler 11th, DDR Jonesy 12th, Number 1 Pops 13th. DK10's messed it all up. Look, he's in the pits. I don't know where he is. Oh, Cutler's back in the pits. Oh my god. Swines. But it is Janio on pole. Or it was. Oh, there he is. So he's just gone in the pits as well. Last minute tyre changes before the race kicks off then. Excuse me, got a very, very dry throat today. All drivers just waiting for this one to get underway then. Janio that came flying into the picture then. Yes, I think it was. Camo livery looking good on the Jag. Hattelad starting on the mediums. What's Janio on? Mediums as well. Testing out the drift capabilities of the Jag there, Janio. a little bit more control there. Teammates parking up together, Hattelad and Offskis. Yeah, livery's looking good tonight. Slightly ghosted at the minute, but so just wait for DK10 to set grid positions and then we'll get this one underway. Janio trying to cause chaos in the Mercedes team, look. He's going for a backwards lap. Oh, Draco Fury getting it all wrong through there. That's the chicane section we were talking about earlier. Going in far too hot then, Draco Fury. Not liking the cones today, Draco. And here it is then, race just about to get underway. Here we go then for the first round of the series. It is Jainio on pole, Hattelad second, D-Dot in third, Offskis fourth, Waldy fifth, DMK Aldo 6th, Draco Fury 7th, DK10 in 8th, Gwydion in 9th, Old Crawler 10th, Cutler 11th, Jonesy in 12th, and number 1 Pops 13th, and D Keenley's in 14th. Wait for the lights to go green, and they're away now. So a good start from most drivers. Let's see how they get on into turn 1. Jainio does hold the lead into turn 1, covers off the inside line as well on the way through. Or maybe goes a little bit deep. Everyone else seems to follow him through though, so he doesn't lose out through there. Oof, running it wide, got to be careful. There's a big blob of AstroTurf out there, which can catch you out. So it is Jainio from Hattelad then in second, D-Dot in third, Draco Fury in fourth, Offskis fifth. Cutler had a good start up to 6th position. Waldy 7th, DK10 in 8th, DMK Aldo in 10th, DMK-DK 10 in... I'll start that again. DMK Aldo in 8th. DDR Jonesy 9th, DMK-DK 10th. He was 10th, he's now, he's still 10th just. Number 1 Pops was having a go at him. Number 1 Pops in 11th, Gwydion 12th. Old Crawler 13th and D Keenley's 14th. Back up front, Hattelad's taken the lead though, up the hill into the chicane. Oh, sorry, it's not the chicane. Now it's the chicane. Pulled a bit of a lead as well, has Hattelad. 0.7 of a second. Not enough to drop the toe from the Jag at the minute. But if he can just pull a couple of tenths here and there, cuts that curb on the way through and on the way out. Again, just got to be careful you don't pick up penalties. So, coming round to complete lap 1. Some drivers getting squarely out of the final turn. These rear-wheel drive cars do like to let go. So Hatalad then, just through those last couple of corners, has managed to gain a big chunk of time. Now 1.8 seconds ahead of Jainio. Jainio's second, still got D-Dot hunting him down, just a second back as well. Front 3, oh there's that AstroTurf. D-Dot doing well to hold it on track. Draco Fury in 4th, then in the Corvette. Off-skis 5th in the Mercedes. Cutler 6th in the Lambo. Waldy in the Hyundai in 7th. Has a go at Cutler. Cutler's holding the inside line down here though. Waldy backs out. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two. Has opened up the door. Aldo comes sneaking through then, so Waldy loses a place. Whilst battling out with Cutler, number 1 Pops is having a go at DMK-DK 10 as well behind. Into the hairpin. Again, nice tight line there for number 1 Pops. Nowhere to go through these next couple of turns though. Train of GR3s firing through there. DDR Jonesy then. 1.6 seconds back from that 5-car fight just in front. Old Crawler just a second behind him in 12th. Gwydion another 1.7 back. And Deep Keenley's 2.6 back. Look at the lead Hatalad's gained already. Now he's into that chicane for the second time. 2.7 seconds over Jainio. Front 3 on the medium tyre, I think. Oh, top 4. Dracul on the mediums as well, as is off-skis. Cutler on the mediums, Aldo on the mediums, racing softs for Weldy. Softs on for DK10 as well. Softs on for Pops. Mediums on for Jonesy. Mediums on for Old Crawler. Softs on for Gwydion. And softs on for D. Keenley's. Hatalad is just stretching out every time we flick over to him. 3.4 seconds. This track and car combo obviously suiting him. Jainio's managed to pull a little bit of time from D-Dot as well. He's stretched that up to about 1.7 seconds. Bit of work for D-Dot to do then to try and close that gap back up. Bit of a gap behind him, 3.7 seconds back to Draco Fury. Back under pressure from off-skis here. Why won't you let me change camera? Let's get a bit of onboard. So you're watching 5th place off-skis on the hunt for Draco Fury, just in front in 4th. Lose a bit of time through there though. I was going to say he's got a reasonably clear track behind him, but not that you lot can see it through that camera angle. Closes up on Dracul. Couple of stabs at that corner there for Dracul. Runs slow out, has to hold the inside line. Now then, can the Mercedes get the run on him up the hill into the chicane? Closes up, but it's not enough to get alongside. That gap stretches out again into this final turn. Still in the hunt then. Time coming down again. Is it going to be enough before turn 1? I don't think so. Even with the slipstream. Brakes early. Dracul goes massively wide. Let me change that out. Not that one. That one. Draco Fury still in it, but he is side by side with off-skis as they run back down the hill. He will have the inside line into this next turn as well. Oh, off-skis just needed to keep it up the side of him. Draco Fury struggling with the rear end of that Corvette there in the battle with Off-Skis. Loses the position now. He's now got to worry about Aldo behind him in the Porsche. So Off-Skis up into 4th, then Draco Fury in 5th. Aldo 6th, all over the back end of that Corvette. Cutler then having a battle of his own. Aldo trying to get past him. Sorry, DK10 trying to get past him, and Waldy. Oh, Cutler gets it wrong in the hairpin. Back end of that Lamborghini steps out. It's enough to put him in the sand. And loses out that battle now. 10th position. Got Old Crawler and Gwydion chasing him down. Keenleys will be closing up as well. Cutler needs to get back up to speed and quickly. Back up front, Hattelad. 4.3 seconds. Taking real liberties with the way into that chicane, but it's obviously legal. It's not giving him penalties. Janio 4.7 back. There's the gap. There's D-Dot just coming around that final turn as well. So there's the gap between the top 3. Should see Waldy coming through the corner any second. Apologies. Off-Skis. He's just made the move. And Aldo has managed to get past him. So it's Aldo into 5th then. Draco Fury in 6th. Just struggling a little bit with the traction of that car. He's now got Waldy chasing him down. Less than a second between those two. Number 1 Pops sitting in 8th. DK10 right behind him though. Could be a battle. So another Corvette driver, but on the softs. Looks a little bit more stable than the mediums that Dracul's running. Oh, goes a little bit wide though, Pops. Keeps it on track. Has he lost out? Yeah, he's lost far too much speed with that little mistake. DK10 goes through into 8th, then number 1 Pops in 9th. Cutler 5 seconds back after his mistake, still in 10th. He has got Gwydion all over the back end of him. Gwydion just making the move past Old Crawler as well by the looks of it. Jonesy's had a mare. He's all the way down in 13th. Keenley's 14th in the Aston. Hattelad still stretching out up front then, a 5-second lead. 10 minutes into this one. Yes, Jake, how you doing, brother? I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. You're watching Hattelad stomp away with this one at the minute. Again, oh sorry, it's not the top 3. Hattelad's on the soft, everyone else behind him is on the mediums, so that's playing a big part of it. Apologies, I thought Hattelad was on the mediums as well. So I'm assuming they have to use either all or 2 types of tyre, 2 compounds. Or have they got it set up so a soft you have to do 3 stops maybe, and a medium you have to do 2 stops, and I don't know, we'll see. New league, see what they've been practicing, how they've got it set up, but it is Hattelad. He's still stretching out. 5.9 seconds, 6 seconds now from Janio. D-Dot in 3rd then, struggling himself. Now 3.7 seconds from that fight with Janio. Again, both on the medium tyres, and again the Lambo is renowned for trying to kill people, the GR3 especially. Off-Skis 4th, but he's under pressure from Aldo. Let's give ourselves a bit of this view. So Aldo on the hunt then in the Porsche. Up to this left-right combination, onto the back straight, and then the chicane. Can Aldo get the run up the hill? Through the right. Full power now then. Just 0.3 of a second back. and closing through the little kink to the right, up the hill. Ofskis goes slightly defensive, holds his car right in the middle of the track, nowhere for Aldo to go. Waldy closing up on this fight as well. Aldo again gets even closer, just quarter of a second in it. Final turn. Oh, a little bit wide there for Ofskis. Does that help Aldo out? Oh, it's close. Can he get the run into turn one? He's got the inside line. Who's got the bravery to outbrake it? It is Aldo. And he does sweep through then to take fourth position off of Ofskis. And Ofskis has still got Waldy to contend with as well, right behind him. Oh, looking to run around the outside there, Waldy. Oh, this is making my head go funny. Nowhere for him to go through there. Straight into the back end of Ofskis. Still on the chase then for Waldy. Oh, sideways. Trying to get sideways into that turn maybe. Now the run down the hill. Oh, carries great speed out. Has he got the run on the 5th place driver into the hairpin? Not quite. Can he get a better run out? All over the back end of the Mercedes. And now he gets a nose up the inside. Ofskis backs off, allows Waldy to come through, but it has compromised Ofskis' run here. And now down to 6th position, so losing 2 places there then for Ofskis. Again on that medium tyre, teammate Hattelad up front on the softs. Lost a little bit of time. The wear on those softs is really starting to show then for Hattelad. The gap back down to 5.7, 5.8 seconds. We have seen it at 6. So Jainio starting now to take little bits of time out of Hattelad. We'll keep an eye on that, see whether it keeps going up or down. D-Dot's losing more time now though. Aldo 4th. We've got Draco Fury in the pits. Yeah, he's not happy with those mediums, that's for sure. Where's he gone? There he is. So he's going to ditch those mediums and he'll probably look to get a set of softs on. DK10's also come in the pits. He's going to ditch the softs and go for the opposite and pick the mediums on, I assume. There it is, Hattelad losing a bit more time. The gap down to 5.2 seconds. There is Jainio in the background. More consistent on those mediums then. Another few tenths taken out of Hattelad's lead. Yeah, that great. 55.8. Billy Bob, how you doing, brother? Yeah, that was making me a little bit queasy, to be honest. Oh, PlayStations are cheap enough now, mate. Unless you're talking PS5, obviously, but I think PS4's a couple of £100 down the old cash converters or something. Give me sponsorship, cash converters. I'll sell your second-hand crap. That time coming down even more then. Jainio, while I've been waffling on about nonsense, has got the time down to 4.7, 4.8 seconds. I'm good, thanks, Billy. I'm good. I hope you spent all day watching the Queen's funeral, like I did. Honest, Gov. I know you said you were taking the bike out for a wee rip around, but whether you did or not, I don't know. D-Dot then loses a bit more time, down to 7 seconds behind Jainio. Both drivers on the medium tyres as well. The Jag obviously working better on the mediums. Likes to take it wide through there, Jainio. Looks to be starting to get a little bit snappy. Loses a bit more time to Hattelad up front. Yeah, that slight mistake, that's brought D-Dot a tiny bit closer. Another couple of tenths out of his time. So when are we going to see race leader pit? Yeah, well, you've just got your rig. Oh my god. Oh, week after. Oh my days. Yeah, that's no good. So keeping that gap consistent at the minute. Hatalad 4.8 seconds still between himself and Janio. Still pulling a little bit of time over D-Dot though. We'll flick through the rest of the pack. There are still battles kicking off. We've got Aldo, Waldy and Ofsky still battling for 4th, 5th and 6th. Waldo going a little bit wide through there. Does that help out Ofsky's? Just 1.5 seconds between these three. Aldo, Waldy, Ofsky's all into the chicane then. Through there cleanly. Cutler made a couple of positions up. He's back up into 7th position. Got it all wrong in the hairpin. Put himself in the sand. Went from, well, had a good start up into 5th. I think lost a position down to 6th. And then, yeah, went into the sand and down to 10th. But he is coming back through the pack. So 2nd and 3rd have come in the pits. Janio and D-Dot getting rid of those mediums. Waldy also has dropped himself in the pits this lap, as has Gwydion. Hatalad stays out on those softs. So he's gone from 155 on lap 2 to 158.8, so losing a bit of time. Just nick your mate's PS. Aldo looks rather fetching in pink. Well, there he is, currently sitting in 2nd. Again, yet to stop. It was Janio and D-Dot. What's happened there? They just all got tangled up in. Janio's back out of the pits with the racing softs on. What happened to D-Dot? Down in 7th position. You just have a couple of positions taken off you in the pits, I think so. Hatalad's still out. Is he not coming in this lap? He stays out again. Probably going to run out of fuel. Doesn't want to come in too early. He's not going to run out of fuel, but he's running his tank to as low as it can possibly be. I forget what the tyres are saying by the looks of things. Oh, that was a 2-minute lap, so yeah, losing 5 seconds a lap now because of the worn tyres. It's got 18 seconds to play with, but I think a pit stop here is about 40 seconds, 45 seconds or something daft like that. Okay, the drivers have not stopped either. Yeah, they are looking good tonight, Billy. They are looking good. Ah. Dude, ask about in the groups, I promise you. If someone's local and they've got a spare one, you'd be surprised, I tell you. Real good bunch of lads in the sim racing community. Except Billy, of course. He's a bad influence. When are we going to see this man pit? Is it going to be the end of this lap? Is he going to brave it out for one more? Through the through the left, right. Yeah, he's probably going to come in this lap. He's about out of fuel. I don't think he's got enough on. He's not got enough fuel on to do another lap, I don't think. And he does peel himself across now. Into the pits he comes. Aldo's still got a big chunk of fuel on, but he is a long way back. Hatalad then in the pit box now. Ofsky's teammate behind him in third. Again, not stopped on the mediums. Janio has stopped, dropped the mediums, and he's got the softs on. He's got a little bit of a penalty to lose though. Oh, Hatalad only just in his pit box. Yeah, I thought it was a long pit box time here. Tyres on, now getting filled up with fuel. Aldo goes through to take a race lead then. Closely followed by Ofsky's in second. Janio fires himself down into turn one. Gets himself back into the lead of this race. Cutler, oh, no, Hatalad, come on, find him. Hatalad just comes out of the pits in front of Cutler. But he is now 11.7 seconds down from Janio. 12.2. So he has put the mediums on. Janio's got the softs, so he should be able to pull a bit more time over Hatalad. And we'll see what happens when these front two pit as well. Aldo and Ofsky's still bumper to bumper down here. Oh, no they're not. Aldo, oh, what happened, Aldo? Is that a disconnect? Have you just gone full tilt into the wall? Because there's no inputs, there's no brake. Yes, oh, Aldo. He must have heard your comment, Billy. He's coming around, he's just powered off his PlayStation, like, he's coming around to whack you up. Calling him out for wearing pink. But that's a dent for the Porsche team. That's one member missing now. Keenley's just staying out of the way for now race leader Ofsky's to come through. Cuts across the nose of D. Keenley's. But now only 4.1 seconds ahead of Janio. Looks like he's coming in the pits as well, so gonna drop that lead and relinquish it to Janio. He's having to work his way around. D. Keenley's at the back, so he does retake race lead. Let's see what Hatalad can do again on those medium tyres. Ofsky's in the pits. Let's see what the gap's going to be. 12.2 seconds between Hatalad and Janio. Again, Hatalad now on the slower tyre. Looks like the majority of the rest of the drivers are coming in the pits. We've got Ofsky's, Cutler and Draco Fury all in. Very wide through there for Janio. No penalty on that section for some reason. Well, that's why he knows you're going to be in, because he's, you know, we've got what, 35 minutes of this race left. So he knows exactly what you're doing and where you are. He's heading there now. It's not going to take him 35 minutes to get to you, is it, Billy? If you come in the stream and start chatting in about 10 minutes time, 20 minutes time, saying there's a knock at the door, I'm phoning the cops. So loses a tiny bit of time then, Hatalad, about half a second from when we last checked, 12.8 seconds. They will have to stop again though. So we'll see what that does for them. I'm sure both drivers will stick on a set of softs for the final stint. D-Dot still holding that third position, 22 seconds down from Janio, race leader. And 9 seconds down from D-Dot, from Hatalad. Waldy up into fourth then, Ofsky's fifth. DMK-DK 10 in sixth. He's gonna disconnect about halfway to yours, is he? One pops seventh, still running those mediums. Draco Fury in eighth, out on the softs. just come out actually. Second stop of the night for Drackle. Cutler also out on the medium tyre. Gwydian's gone for the hards. Interesting. Again, I'm not sure if they've got to use all 3 compounds or just 2. If they have got to use all 3, we'll see what that does later on in the race. Old Crawler then, sitting on the softs in 11th. Oh, who's that? Just got the chicane wrong. Was it Gwydian? I think it must have been, because Old Crawler's closing up a little bit. DDR Jonesy in 12th, teammate with race leader. Fortunately, D Keenley's another 55 seconds down. And we've lost Aldo, unfortunately. He's disconnected at the hairpin, fired himself into the wall. Yeah, I didn't see any inputs on the screen, so all of a sudden he just disappeared. So it is working in Janio's favour at the minute then. 13.7 seconds. He's gained another second over Hattelad. Doesn't want to blow those tyres out too quickly though. Then we'll see a repeat of what happened in the first stint where Janio was slowly closing back up on Hatter. D-Dot now struggling on the mediums. A fresh set, but he's lost a big chunk of time to Hattelad. 16 seconds it was at 10 seconds. Got it wrong somewhere then for D-Dot. Waldy, is he going to hold on to 4th? Off skis. Oh, looking for a way past. Waldy shuts the door on him. Side by side as they run into turn 1. Let's get some onboard camera with off skis on this hunt for Waldy. Different lines on the way in there, looking for a better exit for off skis on the way out of here. Oh, a little tail happy for Waldy. Loses the power, and there goes the Mercedes through to take 4th position. Nothing Waldy can do about that. The back end of that car just let go a little bit. Keeping himself right in check with the Mercedes though. Into the hairpin. Oh, has to take a slightly different line. Nearly contact. Running up the hill through the fast left right into this next little left right complex. And can Waldy get the power on early enough to have a run back at the Mercedes up the hill into the chicane? Off skis has a good run through there, pulls a little bit more time over Waldy, so that's not looking good for the chicane attack. Still just getting a slipstream, but a long way back to make the move into the chicane. Closes up and a break in. But again, the Mercedes just getting it right. Oh, a little bit wide through there for Waldy as well. Is he on older tyres? Oh no, he's on the mediums. Yeah, that could be why then. Trying to keep up with the driver in front on softs. It's not working in his favour. All he's going to do is blow those tyres out earlier than he needs to. D Keenley's just trying to stay out of the way. He's actually off track at the minute. Got to be careful there, my friend. Otherwise, you might end up spinning around, and that can cause chaos in itself. It's always better just to race your race and let them overtake you in a safe manner. Janio stretching out a little bit more up front then. 14.3 second lead. Just over the halfway mark of this one. Hattelad still pulling time over D-Dot though in 3rd. And Gap up to 19 seconds. Both drivers on the medium tyre for this second stint. So off skis, we've just seen get past Waldy. Has pulled a bit of time, but he has gained himself half a second penalty somewhere. The gap between himself and Waldy now 1.3 seconds. Again, it is a different fight in terms of tyre. We've got off skis on the softs and Waldy on the mediums. Does need to lose that penalty though. DK10 in 6th position. Got Drackle Fury pretty close, 1.3 seconds back. Medium versus soft tyre fight here as well, so could be on for Drackle Fury. Is closing the gap down on DK10. 1.1 seconds, just outside of the slipstream range. But he will be able to brake later, go through these corners faster and accelerate earlier than DK10. Oh, if he can get the corners right. Oh, that car's still trying to kill him. But he's kept himself right in check with DK10. That gap coming down then, below a second. Even with getting it squarely out of the chicane. Closes up a little bit more down towards turn 1. Oh, DK10's gone wide though. A little bit squirrely on the exit from Drackle as well. That gap comes down again to half a second. Maybe a couple of corners time. DK10 could be losing this 6th position here. Oh, I think he's already lost it. Gets the exit of that turn all wrong, and Drackle Fury comes through to take 6th then. DK10 in 7th. Cutler in 8th. Not long been in for a set of medium tyres, but he is 13.3 seconds down from DK10. Having a bit of a lonely race at the minute. Cutler, he's got another 13.3 seconds behind to Old Crawler as well. DDR Jonesy hanging on to the rear end. Oh, picking himself up a penalty through there though. He's hanging on to the back end of Old Crawler. 1.6. Are you on different tyre strategies? No, both drivers on the softs, but DDR Jonesy's looking a lot better. Cutler, he had a good start. He qualified poorly. I think he qualified into 11th, Billy. He had a good start, got himself up to 5th. Lost one more position just on the first lap, kind of, you know, jostling. And then I think 2nd or 3rd lap, just coming down the hill towards the hairpin. I think there was about 3 of them trying to get through the same bit of circuit, and Cutler just had to go a tiny bit wide. Lost himself traction and ended up in the sand. Dropped himself down to 10th. He has got himself back up to 8th at the minute. But we'll see. DK10 then getting rid of those mediums, almost out of fuel. Cutler goes through to take that position off him. DDR Jonesy closer. Oh, out breaks Old Crawler, and then drops his penalty on the start-finish straight. So Old Crawler comes back to retake that position. Staying off the racing line while he was doing it though. Here is Cutler in 7th. Old Crawler 8th. DDR Jonesy just holds on to that coming through turn 1. Loses time in that fight with Old Crawler though. Number 1 pops in 10th. He's on a reasonably fresh set of softs. Being chased by DK10. Just come out of the pits on a brand new set of softs. Gwydion not far off this fight either, but he's on those hard tyres. Again, I'm not sure if the rules state they've got to be used. I'm not sure. D. Keenley's in 13th. So he's been doing well to stay out of the way of the other drivers, that's for sure. back up front, Janio. Softs starting to show a lot of wear. He has got 15.5 seconds over Hatalad. His medium's not looking too good either, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are in this lobby, Billy. But yes, in most, it's no overtaking with a penalty. But again, I don't know. But you know, they did give the positions back, if you like. Draco Fury back in the pits then. Hatalad. What's happened to D-Dot now? Where's he? 5th. Struggling on these mediums then, D-Dot. From 3rd to 5th. Waldy and Offskis have both got past him. Not very long ago. They're only just up the road from him. But Mercedes, good results if he finishes like this in 2nd and 3rd. Race leader in the pits now then. What's Hatalad going to do? Stays out. And what tyres is Janio going to come out on? Is he going to have another set of softs? Again, have they got the hards they've got to stick on for a few laps? 22 minutes remaining. Janio just taking on board fuel. Let's see what it says when he leaves. Come on, fill up. Faster. Offski's just coming through the chicane then. Don't think he's going to be able to get the position back off Janio. No, Janio released now then. He's gone for just over 3/4 of a tank. He's got the softs on as well. Looking to run to the end here. Oh, softs. Oof. 21 minutes on a set of softs. Could be a tall order. So it is Hatalad now leading. 18 seconds on that medium tyre. Janio 18 seconds back on that soft tyre. Needs to make that work right now. He's got plenty of free air in front of him. Just a couple of drivers at the bottom of the hill at the hairpin. There they are. And Hatalad's going to have to stop as well. He's going to need fuel before the end of this race. Whether he sticks it out on those mediums, he may as well stick a set of tyres on while he's in there. But that time already coming down, 16.9 seconds. Janio making those softs work then. Offskis in 3rd. Half a tank. That's not going to last him. Whether his tyres will see out the rest of the race, I doubt as well. Softs already worn. 20 minutes remaining. Waldy in 4th on those mediums. He'll be in the pits anytime soon for fuel and tyres. There is race leader Hatalad into the pits now then. Pit crew come running out. Should have already been ready, prepped and ready, boys. So it's going to be a decent race here. Where's Hatalad going to end up coming out? Or has Janio played it perfectly and he's going to end up with a good few seconds lead? Hatalad just taking on fuel then. Tyres have been changed. Oh, it's going to be a big gap. It gets released now. And he comes out in 3rd position. He's got Offskis to get past his teammate, so that shouldn't be a big challenge. I'm sure Offskis will let him through for a set of softs to play with. Almost a full tank of fuel though, maybe over fueling a little bit. 18.4 seconds to try and make up to this man here. Both drivers on an almost fresh set of tyres. Janio just coming in a lap or two ago. Offski's then 15.8 seconds back. Teammate Hatalad just 2.5 seconds back from him. Cutler, mediums looking good Fuel, not so much. So I'll see what happens to Cutler. He might have to come in for a bit of a splash and dash at the end. Waldy back out, fresh set of softs on for him as well. Draco Fury, he came in a couple of laps ago, fresh set of softs. D-Dot down to 7th, fresh set of softs. DK10 on a reasonably fresh set of softs as well. Pops on the softs. Jonesy on the softs. Gwydion still on those hards. Old Crawler on the mediums. D. Keenley's on the softs. Ofsky still holding that second. Hatalad's not managed to close up and overtake yet. And the gap just getting bigger. Second gap between, so Ofsky has relinquished that position then, allowed Hatalad to go through in turn 1. And now the hunt begins. 18.2 seconds the gap, 17 minutes remaining. Very doubtful that we're going to see Hatalad close that gap down. Again, both drivers on an almost fresh set of soft tyres. Ofsky 3rd, Cutler in 4th. So he's having his time chopped down a little bit as well. Waldy closing up on him on that fresh set of tyres. Draco Fury, another 7 seconds back from Waldy. Reasonably decent set of softs. They're going to be in bits by the time the race finishes, I think. D-Dot 7th, under a bit of pressure from DK10, less than a second back. To turn 1 to go. Oh, D-Dot going a little bit wide in turn 1. Brings DK10 ever closer. What's the gap at? Just 0.6 of a second. And coming down. Different lines through there for D-Dot. Gets that gap back up to 0.6 of a second. Down towards the hairpin. Gap coming down again, but not enough to make a move. Gains a 10th then, D-Dot. Oh, DK10 getting that one a little bit wrong, carrying a bit too much speed in there. Allows D-Dot to escape for the time being. Stretches that gap back up to a second then. Number 1 pops another 5.7 seconds down. Jonesy another 36 seconds down. His teammate Janio in 1st, right behind him. Old Crawler in 11th, again 7.5 seconds back pretty much from Jonesy. Gwydion another 18.3 back in 12th. D. Keenley's another 2 minutes back. Really been struggling here, I think. Again, he's driven himself off track a lot of the time when some of the front runners have come through. It's cost him a lot of time. And here is your race leader then, hunting down his teammate. He's got a little bit of a penalty to lose. But that time is coming down, 15.5 seconds. 14.5 minutes remaining. Ooh. If he's bringing the time down that quickly, it might be on here for a last lap blastathon. Don't think it's coming down quick enough though. Janio's still behind his teammate. Also holding fastest lap at the minute, Janio, 1:55.3. Yeah, that Gap not coming down quick enough. 13.5 minutes, 14.7 seconds on the clock. Off-skis Cummins in the pits then, getting rid of his tyres. A little bit of fuel for him. Again, I think Cutler's going to have to do the same. He's under pressure for Waldy here, though. Medium tyre versus soft tyre. Waldy will probably make this quite easy. Oh, I was going to say into the chicane, but Cutler is having none of it. Covers off the inside line as they run up the hill, but gets the entrance onto the chicane a little bit wrong. Holds the tighter line. He does come in the pits, though. Where's it going to bring him out? He's going to have a fight on his hand to the end of the race, is Cutler. Janio past his teammate now then, back into the lead of this race. He was in the lead of the race anyway. Hattelad still 14.5 second gap, and the time still ticking away. A couple of drivers in front. He gets a little bit of a toe off. And then Janio got about 2 or 3 cars in between himself and Hattelad. It's a bit of work for Hattelad to do. He's got a couple of cars to get past himself as Janio. It is a big ask. It is a big ask to take and Janio's obviously no slouch behind the wheel. He was bringing the time down pretty quickly. It was about a second a lap for the first couple of 3, but unfortunately it's not enough. Gap still the same, 14.6 seconds. The time now at 11 minutes and 40 remaining. It's looking good for Janio. He's just got to keep it pointing in a straight line for the next 11.5 minutes. Apart from in the corners, obviously. Off skis though, back out the pits and holding third. Fresh set of tyres, plenty of fuel to go. Waldy in fourth. Way back 10.5 seconds. His soft tyres got a little bit of wear on. Might just have to settle for that position. D-Dot then. Currently in fifth, I was going to say, but Dracul Fury. Where did he go? Oh, he's chucked himself in the pits. That's why I couldn't see him. Dracul Fury had just got himself in front, but obviously taking the tighter line into the pit lane. Their positions on track changed for a split second. I thought Dracul had pulled a blinder. But it is D-Dot in fifth. He's still got DK-10 behind him. A little bit of wear showing on his softs as well, so D-Dot might be okay. Cutler 7th. Dracul Fury taking on that last bit of fuel. DDR Jonesy holding 9th. Plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres to finish this one off. Same for number 1 Pops. Same for Old Crawler. Everybody then taking that final stint. D Keenley's should be able to finish this race on half a tank. But it is still Janio leading. Still got that 14.5 second lead over Hattelad. Less than 10 minutes remaining. A little bit of a penalty to drop as well there for Hattelad. Off skis, looks good to hold third. It's pulled a bit more time over Waldy. Yeah, DK-10 looks like he's losing a bit of time to D-Dot. Or maybe not. He's just gained 4/10 through that chicane there. Stretches it back out though, D-Dot. DK-10 in 6th then. gaps back to Cutler, 21.7 seconds back to the 7th place driver. Dracul Fury back out of the pits on a fresh set of softs for this final stint. 9.3 back from Cutler. Jonesy in 9th, another 14.1 seconds back. Number 1 Pops just 3.2 seconds back. We'll see whether he can do anything before the end of this race. Just 8 minutes remaining. Old Crawler in 11th. He's got 18.5 seconds in front to Old Pops and 17.1 is going up now. Back to Gwydion. Gwydion in 12th. He's got no worries from D. Keenley's behind. Oh, D. Keenley's off track. Again, I think just trying to stay out of the way of the drivers as they were coming through the chicane, but he's now put himself in the pit lane. No, he hasn't. Okay. He drifted his way out. Fair enough. Jainio now stretching that gap up to nearly 16 seconds over Hattelad. Hattelad lost that penalty now. Possibly the reason for it. So just quarter of a tank on board for Jainio. Has he got enough to last this 7 minutes? He's still pulling time over second place Hatter. Ofsky still looking good for third. He's pulled a bit more time over Waldy. DK-10 comes in the pits then. So way out of that fight then with D-Dot. Cutler comes through to take 6. Where's DK-10 going to come out? Taking on a last little blip of fuel as well. Doesn't want to take on too much. Gets released just under half a tank. Comes back out behind Cutler, but 6.6 seconds back. Got Dracul Fury coming up on him pretty quickly as well. He's just been in for a fresh set of tyres. What's the gap there? 1.2 seconds. So DK-10's just got to be a little bit careful. Slightly heavier though for Dracul. Carrying a little bit more fuel. Slightly fresher tyres on for DK-10 as well. Might be able to hold on to it. Oh, I hadn't noticed Billy. I wasn't really paying attention. Traction control, eh? I see ABS lighting up, but I'm not paid much attention to the traction control light, to be honest. That's probably why we've seen nobody spinning around so much. Jainio stretching out though up front, 18.5 seconds. Just 5 minutes left on the clock. Has he got enough fuel? I think he's going to make it. Hattelad then second. Ofsky's third. Still pulling time over Waldy. Right, let's just have a look here. D-Dot is closing up, but he's got 6.2 seconds to make up in 4 minutes, which is about 2 laps here. I think they're going to see 3 laps, to be honest. Still pulling time then, Jainio. 4 minutes 20 left on the clock. Nothing Hattelad can do. He's pushed his softs. He put them on later than Jainio as well, but he's pushed those softs to the limit, and unfortunately it's starting to hurt him now. He's under no direct threat from Ofsky's behind, 36.5 seconds back. Well, not unless he puts it backwards somewhere, or maybe a couple of times. gap between D-Dot and Waldy is stretching back out. So Waldy looking good for a 4th place here tonight. Again, D-Dot's got a big gap behind him, 25 seconds back to his teammate Cutler. DK10 back out the pits, fresh set of softs to play with versus Cutler's slightly worn softs. Exactly the same fuel. Can DK10 get these tyres to grip where he needs them? 2.6 seconds behind Cutler. He's got 3 minutes to make it work. He's putting in purple sectors left, right and centre. I don't know if he is, Billy. I don't know if he is. Two and a half minutes remaining. He's going to cross the line with about a lap to go. Looks like he might have played it about right, you know. Oof. Is he going to see an extra lap after this? Yes, he will. Has he got enough fuel on? That's the question Billy's asking. That's the question I'm asking as well. Is he going to slam it into fuel mode 6 and have it running like a Fiat Panda for the last lap or so? See what the shiftings is going to short shift. Yes, he is. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the rev counter go up, to be honest, before he changes gear. So he's starting to lose that time to Hatalad, but he's only got to squidge out another lap after this. Just got to save that little bit of fuel. But that gap is coming down rapidly, 16.9 seconds. Goes back up. Again, just struggling on those tyres, I think, Hatalad. Oh, sideways into the hairpin, loses a bit more time. Now then, what can Janio do? Crosses the line, he's got to do that other lap. Admittedly, if the other drivers don't cross the line, then he can just crawl around with no fuel on, cross the line and be safe. Is he going to even make it to the line? Is he going to park up right before the line? 10 seconds remaining. So he does cross then to take another lap. Hatalad, I don't think is going to make it. No, he's not. So it is going to be Hatalad that takes second then. Janio is going to come home to take the win tonight, even though he might run out of fuel. But it is Hatalad second. It's going to be Off Skis in third. I just want to keep my eye on Janio. He's going to be cruising this one now, that's for sure. Off Skis through the chicane then for the final time. Just the last corner to go. But it is a good result here for Team Mercedes tonight. Second and third position. I don't quite know what the point scoring system is, so I'm not going to start making assumptions. Waldy just trying to get past teammate Gwydion, whilst Gwydion's in an absolute punch-up with Old Crawler. Oh, Old Crawler, did you get nudged wide? Where have you gone? Yes, you did. Into the sand then, unfortunately. Don't lose any positions, but won't be happy with that, I'm sure. So, Off Skis third then. Waldy does take fourth. D-Dot takes fifth. Cutler just coming up to the line as well. He's going to come home 6th. Backwards for Cutler. Dracul Fury is going to take 7th. Closely followed by DK10 in 8th. DDR Jonesy should take 9th. Yep, number 1 Pops has already finished. Gwydion has finished. Old Crawler's finished. Just waiting on D. Keenley's. He's across the line. Jonesy. Where's Janio? Where's he already? There he is. Crossing the line in reverse. Not out of fuel either. He did manage to hold on to it all. And there is Oosh. Jonesy in the background coming in at 200 miles an hour trying to spear his mate. But there you go. That was round 1. The DMK-DK 10 team endurance race. Janio taking the win. It was a good fight by Hattalad to try and close back up. But ultimately not enough time. Yeah, you see, I thought that, Hattalad. I thought that you were out too long. Your lap times were just so far apart from the start. So yes, you know where you went wrong. Don't do it next week. But yeah, that was it. That's round 1 of the DMK-DK 10 team endurance race. Janio taking the win. Hattalad 3rd. Off skis 4th. That's again good points on the board for Team Mercedes. I'll have to update you on points next week because I'm not doing it now. Billy Miller giving you lot a bit of a shout out. Good driving, people. Good driving. So yes, that's it from me. We'll be back same time next week. I myself am back on Sunday night at 9 o'clock with the P1 boys. And then again, Monday night, 8:30 for this one. Come and check it out. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.